What I'm saying is be yourself, because once you
Be
get the job,
genuine.
you're gonna be yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, because what I'm saying is when you're interviewing and you're that other person, that other identity. Once you get the job, you're gonna be yourself. So that person is gonna be looking for that other identity when they hired you, and they're not seeing that. That's something that people don't
that's a
realize.
good point.
Yeah, bro.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vibras podcast. Do you know the Vibras?
Because we know the Vibras.
This is your host, Michael Carrasco, a.k.a. Mr. Golden, and I'm with my boy,
Juana Don.
And today's episode, we're going to discuss the 10 keys that we think you will need to become a successful person in the world. But today, we're going to get it started, as always, with a quote of the day. Juan, you got us today?
Yes. Today's quote comes from Mrs. Lucille Ball. She was an American actress and a pioneer in comedy. She's known for her role in the television series I Love Lucy. The quote simply says, "I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I haven't done."
Wow.
So simply, be able to, do things that you don't regret.
Yeah, I think that aligns with the quote that people say, "I'd rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission." I kind of like that. I like that.
Really good.
Yeah.
So we have a list of 10 keys to success that we want to go over. We want to start off with the main one that we believe is like a very important one.
Yes, sir.
And it's simply to set your goals.
Yeah, no. In able to do anything, you have to set goals, kind of like a finish line. A lot of people look at goals like, goals are ongoing. So once you finish that goal, set up another goal to me.
Yeah, so like a good example that you could do when you wake up in the morning, have something planned, that day that you want to accomplish. That way you do, by the end of the day, you've accomplished something during the day. So, but with, you being successful, setting goals, like say, for instance, you want to open up a restaurant, have that goal set so you know that you're working towards that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it makes bringing it back to starting the day, having like a goal set for that day. It makes you feel more proactive, and it makes you feel like you accomplished something throughout the day instead of just sitting around. Plus, it aligns you to actually do something instead of laying around all day.
Yeah, it pushes you to actually have a purpose and your path to being successful. So definitely we feel it's important to set a goal, because without a goal, you really don't have no motivation.
That's right.
So that's number one. Number two?
Number two, we're going to follow it up with have belief and confidence. And this is one, belief in yourself, belief in God. If you
believe in God Almighty.
If you believe him, put things on his hands, good things are going to happen.
Yes.
And when it comes to confidence, you just have confidence in what you do. Let's say if you were doing a podcast like we do, have confidence in the work that you put out and the content that you put out. Now, if you're running a different type of business, have confidence in that business. That if you show confidence and you show that you have confidence in your business, that would make other people feel the same way towards your business or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, and confidence is important because people read that. People know when you're confident in your art. So if you're giving off a vibe that like you're not really too sure what you're doing, or like you're not really 100% sure if like you're happy with your project, people see that and then they tend to not support it. So when you show confidence, it shows like your happiness. It shows that you're like really putting in a lot of work into what you're doing, and that it really cares to you. Mm-hmm. So confidence is important.
Yeah, it's making me think like when you trying to approach a girl or like a female woman.
Vice versa, man.
Yeah, the same way. If you're not showing confidence, people can read that and be like, nah, I'm to the next.
Well, yeah, confidence kind of tends to show like the energy you have towards someone. So if you have like, if you're smiling, people see that you're a confident person and you're always happy, and that's a good thing that that you could add. But I want to touch more on belief. You got to believe in yourself, because only you you're your only what's the word? You're your only competitor. You're the only person that could push yourself. You know what I mean? You only can control what you do yourself, not someone else. You know what I mean? So believe in yourself. You know, no, I don't know what your religions are, but believe in your creator. You know, have faith in God. You know, let him work. You know, everything is meant for. It's gonna happen eventually. So you just gotta, you know, have patience, which is going to be the following one. We're going to hop over one, but we're going to add patience and discipline to the third one.
Yes. So
this is where it's going to kind of transition over. So have patience and discipline. And the most important thing is, like, you know, not everything's going to happen overnight.
Oh, exactly. Like, it takes years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Look at different all type of artists. They didn't just release one song.
No.
They continuously use making content, making music, you know, promoting their stuff, and then it just takes one song that they happen to be like really catchy or people really like,
right?
And that's what made them blow up. But it takes patience for real. I'm a testament of that. Running my own business, you gotta have patience. You know, put in the work. Don't get discouraged.
Yep.
Just stay disciplined. You know. Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused. Have belief in yourself as well.
Yeah.
In the work you're doing.
If you know that your stuff is good quality and you know the amount of time you put into your stuff, you know that eventually it's gonna blow up and, you know, people are gonna want to consume it. So
correct.
Have patience, because if you rush something 100 times, it's not gonna work out because you rushed it, and it's gonna be something wrong with it, no matter what. Yeah. So have the patience. And when we say discipline means, you know, be able to like keep yourself in check in a way where you know where you don't want to do something where you can go too far and then it can affect you in the long run. Or also, you know, discipline can mean you know, setting a tone and staying that way, like that same way throughout your whole journey. You know what I mean? Be disciplined to your
and like when talking about discipline, you can throw in there like throwing away the distractions. Like, you know I'm a person that gets easily distracted, but I know myself, so I set things in place where I eliminate those distractions that will stop me from getting my work done, you know, accomplishing the things that I want to do.
Right. And this can lead on to the next one, which is number 4. Discipline leads on to consistency.
Yes.
So when you be consistent, this is an important task. You have to be consistent in your road to success, because one day that you take off can be that day that someone is looking, and someone is ready. You know what I mean? That could be the day that you blow. Exactly. So that's where you got to stay consistent, you know, no matter what. You know, if there's obstacles, you know, overcome them if you can. Work towards being consistent, because I believe that consistency is a very, very, very important key to success.
Yeah. Especially, let's say, you know, you want to be like an influencer or something, and, you know, you feel, although you consistently throwing out, you know, contents that you feel like is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, just keep that flow, because eventually it's just gonna all take off.
Yep.
You stay consistent, you know, stay at a steady pace.
Yeah.
And don't overdo it. Definitely don't overdo it.
And the thing with consistency is you kind of separate yourself from the others. You know, there's a quote I always had, like, with sports and stuff, is, well, coaches used to always tell us, work while others are asleep. And that's where it kind of comes into place. While you're working and bettering your craft and being consistent, others are lacking. So that's where you got to take advantage of being consistent and, you know, keep pushing.
Or even that quote, hard work beats talent.
That too.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Go ahead with number 6.
Let's go. Well, number 5.
Well, it's number 6, but we jumped over. Oh, no, you're right. Number 5.
Sorry.
Number 5. Blooper, or keep it in there.
Yeah, so number 5 is choosing your circle wisely.
Okay.
With this saying, pretty much learn how to surround yourself with the right people. I know we grew up with certain people that, you know, we've been friends with, but if that person is not good for you, doesn't need any value to your life, man, you let them go, man.
Yeah.
Let them go. It's not worth your stress.
Yeah, a lot of times having a smaller circle is better for you, you know. It's less stress. You know, people are going to be more pure and more genuine, you know, because when you have a lot of people around you, you really can't pick out and choose which one is really loyal to you or not.
Right.
Because when the bigger circle, there's more of a chance of someone stabbing you in the back, unfortunately.
That's true.
So, you know, now with when you know, when you go with years and you age, you start learning and seeing who's pure and who's not. So that kind of helps you remain in a small circle. But when you want to be successful, a lot of people are going to want to hang on to your success when you're already successful. So why not start now, keep a small circle. That way, when you're successful, you don't have to worry about people hopping on to your bandwagon.
Keep people with you with the same mindset as you around you.
Yeah.
People that are looking, to better themselves. People that have, the same goals and ambitions as you have.
Amen. That's a fact.
And that's how you grow, because when you have people that are actually wanting to do something,
it pushes you. Yep.
It's the whole thing where, if you have 4 broke friends, you're the 5th broke person there. So keep people that you want to be like, people who have the same goals and ambitions as you around you, and it's going to make you a better person. And number one, you will learn like different habits, like good habits from those type of people.
Man, it makes you an overall better person.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
This also leads on as well to number 6 that we have, which is be willing to take risks and make sacrifices. So you losing friends is going to be a part of the sacrifices and the risks that you're going to take along the road, but it's going to be worth it. You got to be willing to take risks. Like, for instance, if you want to move out of the state that you're currently in, the city that you're in, to be in a bigger city, where you could, expose yourself more to, more people, then you got to be able to take risk and, be able to take sacrifices. And it's a part of the journey. So that's an important one, I believe.
Yeah. We all make sacrifices. We all have to, I think. It's a part of life. It's a part of growing.
Yep.
It's a part of growth as well.
Amen.
And I just want to, make it a little personal.
Yeah.
Tell me one sacrifice that you have made that you will never regret.
Damn, you put me on the spot. One sacrifice I think that I have made that I don't regret is, like I said, making my circle smaller. You know what I mean? I think I can count my circle, probably one hand, maybe 2 hands, but that's good because, I used to have a lot of friends, but my circle is way smaller now. I tend to choose my friends more wisely because I know how much my energy is worth and, my thoughts.
Amen
and everything.
to that.
So what about you?
Me, it will be, so I had sort of 2 choices after graduating college.
Okay.
So one of them was either go to a different state, start working, whole long-term.
The typical.
Yeah, the typical. Although I'm in a different state, decided to stay around the wifey.
The area, yeah.
Main thing is why I don't regret it making that sacrifice is because it actually made our relationship stronger. We have been able to grow over the last year or so, and I'm actually more focused. To be honest, like I'm really, really focused on what I want to do. I already have like a little notebook laying around of my plan for like the next like 8 months to the end of the year and how I'm going to accomplish my goals. Okay,
so it was kind of like a launch pad to where you want to be.
Exactly.
A mini break, but something that's going to give you a boost for the future.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and hit number 7.
Yeah. So number 7 is never settle and remain hungry.
Yeah.
Never settling is. Although you hit your goals, man, keep going.
Yeah, don't look back, man. That's something people, tend to, encounter is that like people see immediate success and they just stay level.
Yeah. There's a famous quote that Dominican parents love saying, man. I'm gonna say it in Spanish, now I'm gonna translate it. Siempre estamos mirando para el frente, nunca para atrás ni para coger el impulso.
Amen.
So what that says is we always looking forward. We never looking back, not even to get momentum.
Yeah.
So, if your goal is to make 100,000, don't satisfy for that 100,000. Go 200,000.
Once you reach it, keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Yeah. That's the only way you're gonna grow, honestly. If you're keeping your goal small and being satisfied with that, here, let me tell you this. If you look at society, I guarantee you 99% of people are satisfied with the money they make working for somebody else.
Yep.
And that's why people hate. And that's why people hate the 1%ers.
Yep.
That's why it is. It's not because, they're making too much money.
Yep.
It's because the 1%, they don't settle. Oh, I made $1 million last year. Shit. Next year, let me make 3.
Yep.
And that's how you got to be in life, for real.
Yeah, be that 1%. Be that part that be a part of the group that goes and achieves things and goes the extra mile. You know what I mean? 110%. Because at the end of the day, this is gonna keep benefiting you and your future. You know what I mean? But if you settle, say God forbid something happens to you today, then you're not gonna be able to have the benefits that you could have had or the potential you could have reached.
Right.
So that way, while you can always go 110%. Always remain hungry, which is something important. Remain hungry, always want more, and
Yeah, if you're not hungry, you're not gonna eat.
Yeah, that's a fact. So never settle, guys. That's a good one. Let's go with number 8. Take criticism, guys. Be able to take criticism as on your journey.
Yeah. I feel a lot of people get hurt when they get that criticism.
Yeah,
man.
like we mentioned in episodes in the past, criticism helps. It's a part of your growth and helps you grow. People see things that you don't see. You know what I mean? So when you have that third eye, that other point of view telling you things, apply it to yourself, because that's what is maybe what you're missing to get to where you want to be.
Exactly.
So take advantage of things like that, and and take criticism, and don't get mad or discouraged when people tell you something. Maybe it's true. So
use it as a learning tool.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like we take criticism all the time.
A ton of criticism
with the podcast.
Yep.
People tell us, hey, I don't like. Me personally, I don't like how the angle of this camera looks.
Yeah.
So we've been adjusting that and finding the right mix for us and the formula that works for us, and using that criticism as a way to make our podcast better, make our content look better.
Yep, that's true. Let's go ahead with number 9. Michael wanted this one so bad. So let's see what he has to say about this one.
The ability to say no.
Go more in depth in that one.
So this means once you're in a comfortable place where you're able to do different things, you have a little play money set aside. A lot of people will come up to you, family members that you probably haven't spoken like 10 years, siblings, friends that you haven't seen like since like school. They will come to you, hey bro, can you help me with this? Help me with that. I'm trying to do this, do that. Can you help me? You got to be able to say no. If you're giving away, your money, your time, you're just going to be getting stuck in the same place.
And people are going to start to take advantage of you. So,
exactly.
Definitely be able to, set that, like put your foot down, like people say.
Yep.
And let people know that, they can't walk over you, and be able to say no to certain things. Because with success, you're going to have to eventually. And people are going to see you possibly arrogant. For saying no.
Hollywood,
like we said, like with the support thing that we mentioned in the other episode. But it's a part of the journey, man. So, and if they didn't support you during that time, like we said, you have to be able to say no in the future when they want to, take advantage of your success. So
yeah. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, people might think that we kind of like contradicting that whole thing that we said. Give to the community, but you got to be selective.
No, because what we said was that you can't blame the whole community.
That's true.
So
if
people in the community were supporting you, you could give back to the community. But what we're saying is, with an ability to say no, is when people of your inner circle didn't support you while you were on the road to success, and now that you're successful, they want to. That's what we're saying. So that's way
exactly. Yeah.
Big number 10.
So let's go.
So this one was one I feel like it's very important, and we left it for last because I feel as if it's very important to have a great first impression. No matter what you do, if you're out taking a walk, you meet somebody, stops you and talks to you, it's important that you remain good eye contact, or demonstrating your best self, because you never know, that person can be a CEO of some business or something that later on in the line can be a connection for you and something that could help you out. So that's why
remember this. Even when you don't think anyone is watching you, people are watching.
That's so true.
That I learned that the hard way, honestly. Yep. By first impression, it doesn't even mean, dressing sharp, every single time. But just how do you conduct yourself? How do you behave?
Carry yourself.
How do you carry yourself? Yeah. Yeah, like, you can't be cocky, and then when you realize somebody is like, CEO of a company that you're trying to work for, or, a company that you're trying to get a contract with, and you're like, hey, then your whole tone changes, right?
No. One thing that I feel can piggyback off of that is being yourself. So
Yes.
all right. So I know everyone can relate to this, and I know I'm saying it because it's a fact. People tend to be, you know, a different person at home, and when they go, for instance, on a job interview, they're like this, real, like, professional, standing up tall person, and like, for instance, hey, my name is Wanda Don, how can I, that type of thing. That's what I'm saying. So
it's like retail workers.
Yeah, facts. So what I'm saying is be yourself, because once you get the job, you're gonna be yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, because what I'm saying is, when you're interviewing and you're that other person, you know, that other identity, once you get the job, you're gonna be yourself. So that person is gonna be looking for that other identity when they hired you, and they're not seeing that. That's something that
that's a good point.
Yeah, bro.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
No, that is true. That's very true, man.
Yeah,
that's very true.
That's why I think that's very important. So be yourself. Be yourself.
Be genuine.
You
know, be humble as well.
Humble,
you know?
Remain humble.
You know, I'm making shit ton of money for my age, so I stay humble. You know, he's doing little things.
You don't have to post everything. You don't have to tell everybody about everything that's going on. That's another thing. If you're having success, don't go around bragging about it, because the moment you brag about it is the same time that it could not happen. So say, for instance, you got somebody that wants to sign you, and you go around bragging it, but it's not official, nothing pen and paper.
Not official, yeah.
And you go bragging about it. They could easily revoke that, and then what's you gonna be looking like? You're gonna,
you're looking like a fool.
You feel me?
A fool.
So that's our top 10 keys to success.
Yeah, we want to know what do you guys think is your top 10 keys to success?
Yeah, and which ones did you agree with us?
Which one
if you want to add on any, like Michael said, put them in the comments. Hands down, I'm not even trying to say it just because, but I feel like this was our best episode yet. And we're trying to do a lot of different things. So far, we've done sports, music. We talked about the evolution of things.
A little history,
conspiracy theories. Yes. Now, top 10 is key to success. What more do you guys want to hear from the Vibras podcast? Let us know in the comments down below.
Open to suggestions, ideas. Soon we're trying to bring
people onto the show.
Yeah,
got a couple interviews lining up here shortly. So if you know anybody that wants to get interviewed and put their product out there, or just their channel or anything, let's help each other out, guys.
Yeah, and we try to make a little more content apart from the podcast episodes.
Yes.
So we want to team up, with different artists. Yes. Whether you are a music artist, YouTube content creator, social media influencer, we want to team up with all of you guys, and do different contents, different type of content that we can put out and collab with different people. So if you're interested to doing a collab with us, shoot us a message in the content on the comments or
DM. We have an email or DM. So hit us up.
Or even hit us personally on our personal Instagrams.
Yes, for sure. So guys, remember to always subscribe on every digital platform. This is the Vibras podcast, and always remember to subscribe and let's vibe. Love.